Ladies and gents, hello and welcome to Africa 7. I go by the name of Mandy and we are here at the Dinokeng Game Reserve as they're currently having an auction in aid to protect the rhino against poaching. And the focus today is basically on this beautiful art piece which is very profound and it's on auction for today. And the artist behind this painting is Anastasia Stacey Smith, as she is a professional wildlife artist, and we have the general manager of the Dinokeng Game Reserve who goes by the name of Mr. Pete Venter. Welcome guys.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Yes, good. Alright, I'm great. So Stacey, tell us, what is the motive behind you donating this beautiful art piece for the auction?
Well, as a wildlife artist, I have a vested interest in wildlife conservation. But I am chronically ill and a lot of volunteer positions are too strenuous. So I look for any situation where I can help conservation with my artwork.
Alright, can you tell us, where do you get the inspiration to be a wildlife artist?
Well, in short, from the wildlife itself. I was born in South Africa, but I grew up in the United States. And on frequent visits home to see family, I would often go to a game park as well. And it's during those visits that I fell in love with Africa's wildlife.
That's fantastic.
And at around age 11, I was introduced to oil painting. And when it came to picking a preferred subject, the answer was obvious.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and Mr. Painter, can you tell us what is the main reason behind the anti-poaching auction?
Well, first of all, let me express my sincere gratitude to Stacey for the paint.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it wasn't for a lost cell phone, it wouldn't have happened. But that's another story.
Yeah.
Raising funds for anti-poaching in general and anti-poaching of rhinos is a very important way of our daily lives actually in the game reserve.
Yeah.
We're constantly busy with that, and the onslaught doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It's continuing 24 hours a day for the whole year. And by raising funds from this auction, we hope to solve a lot of problems in terms of our strategy.
Yeah. Okay, and then can you tell us, how's it going in general with the whole anti-poaching campaign?
I think in general, it's going well.
Yeah.
One of the biggest challenges that we have is to educate our communities in terms of wildlife and conservation. You know, where there's hardship, where there's unpleasant living conditions and economic hardships, people often turn to poaching. And this is where we have to get communities on our sides. And most of the money, except or apart from going into poaching itself, anti-poaching efforts, will go into educating communities the value of conservation as well as wildlife, which is under severe threat in Africa and in our own area, Hammanskraal.
Yeah, okay. And then do any of you have any last words to say about the African wildlife in general? Stacey, I'll start with you.
Well, the rhino poaching situation
Yeah.
in South Africa is quite dire, and I feel if we don't act, the species will go extinct.
Yeah,
To African species.
absolutely true. Okay, Mr. Venter?
Well, I agree with Tracy. It's a real dire situation, and we can only hope that private sector will come on board and devise strategies that we can together with government, but government can't do it alone,
Yeah.
that we can fight this real threat with much more vigilance and financial support.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure we are actually grateful for people like Stacey who actually gave us this beautiful art piece for the campaign.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and this is just one way of doing things like this. There's many more ways in which the community as well as business can contribute to anti-poaching. We just have to come up with the strategies and get the people that's willing to participate on board.
Yeah, true. All right, thank you so much, guys. It's been a great pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
All right, well, there you have it. That's it from us, all about the anti-poaching campaign with this beautiful art piece on auction. That's it from us then. It's Goodbye.